So Saturday pre-noon walk. According to the weather app, it's +9 and I'm cold, most likely due to the wind. Oh yeah, it's windy. And yeah, in the morning it was so much rain. There was so much rain, that I stopped recording. And like 10 minutes later, we met Tango, the Weimar, and the previous time that we met him, he was with Tango. Tango was with Thor, because Thor's owner, she will like babysit, doggy sit other dogs from her apartment building, including Tango. So, and she went on, I think it was noon or afternoon, I don't know. It was during the day, during the light. And we met, and Liza was very upset at Tango that, he's being walked by a person that gives her treats. But today, today we met, and Tango was with his owner, and Liza was excited, wanted to play. Tango wanted to play, they were bouncing around and everything. So you never know. You never know how someone will react, like this one. No pridi, ja. Kuža nosi. Yeah. And yesterday, when we were, just finishing our pre-noon walk, actually it was already past noon. It took us 2 hours and exactly 5 minutes from start to the end. So we basically improved our time on that route. And we were like literally 5 minutes away from the house, and guy comes towards me. Mind you, we were non-stop walking, I never stopped. And he said, "Oh, can I pet her?" Will she go number 2? Most likely. And I said, "No, she doesn't like to be pet by strangers." Okay. Should I continue on with the story or... Okay, we will be right back. Okay, continuing on. We were walking and the guy said, "Can I pet her?" I said, "No, she doesn't like to be pet by strangers. But I want to." I said, "No," and we were non-stop walking. And but I want to pet her, and this was a guy between 20 and 30, not a kid. But I want to pet her, and I said, "If you do, she will take your arm off, and then don't complain to me, And twice he approached her. We were non-stop walking, I never stopped. And he just pick up the pace and try to approach and pet Liza twice. And of course she first she show him her teeth, and growl at him, and then she barked the second time. And I said, leave her alone. Of course I couldn't do anything, if I would smack him, punch him, whatever, I would be at fault, I would be aggressor. Even technically he was intruding on us. And he then just lunged forward and basically smacked Liza's tail. Of course, Liza, you know, once again barked at him, but you know, then moved forward away from him. And you know, some people are just idiots. There is no better term to describe them. You tell them several times, leave her alone, and he's, you know, the last thing that he said to me was, you know, like sarcastically, yeah, like you know what are you saying? Oh, doggo is outside, waiting for the owner. Oh. So yeah. And regarding Planica, so let's say the first week is ahead, was well finished. The weekend is ahead of them, but so for the first 3 days, they apparently only had not even 15,000 people. They were planning, you know, to get around 130,000 people. You know, but in this number, they included also, you know, all the staff, all the crews, you know, on the teams, journalists, you know, workers, volunteers, and so forth. You know, everyone that was, you know, officially came into the, you know, sporting area, you know, in the valley there. So yeah, and of course, as I said, the main problem is that they introduced, you know, daily tickets, which starts at 64 euros. Mind you, this is, you know, standing only area, you know, 64 euros for the whole day. And of course, you know, the rents by the hotels and other room providers went up, you know, not only from, you know, 100 euros, apparently up to 320 euros per person per night, you know, per bed. So crazy numbers. And as I said before, people are just going, you know, to Austria and Italy, you know, 50 kilometers away, to get rooms there, and they pay like 80 euros, you know. And then of course also prices for refreshments that are selling there are crazy. So apparently, you know, the regular bottled water, half of liter, is 3 euros and 50 cents. You know, you buy, the last time that I bought bottled water in the shop, I think it was like 30-40 cents tops. And you know, like for example, the cheapest food is like hot dog. It's like 7-8 euros. Burgers are 12-13 euros. Same is the price for beef goulash, so beef stew. Pork ribs are 18 euros. You know, extreme prices. And you know, they are just trying to milk everything out from the people, but people are not coming. And now, you know, if you watch, you know, the vent, you can see not a lot of people is actually being there on the stands, you know, enjoying the crazy prices. Liza, then she just thinks that we will walk on the road. So yeah, and of course now they are complaining, you know, well, their reasoning for such, let's say, drop in internship and of course in future profits, they blame on that Slovenia doesn't have good airline connections, which is, you know, okay. Two, that of course COVID is still affecting, even, you know, there are no regulations basically that will still affect the people. You know, you don't even have to show if you were vaccinated or so. So, you know, and of course Ukraine is also to blame. So basically, because there is such a drop in attendance from Polish fans, they said, yeah, this is because, you know, so much of Poles are hosting Ukrainian refugees. This is why they couldn't come this year, you know. But no, gouging people with extreme prices, this is not, you know, primary, you know, problem. Okay, let's end on this point.